I'm just gonna say it. Hop is kind of a loser. Always in the shadow of his undefeated older brother, loses every battle to, well, everyone, and even gives up on his dreams of becoming champion himself. But is that because his Pokemon are bad, or is it his trainer skills? We're gonna find out today as I attempt a hardcore Nuzlocke using only Hop's Pokemon. Here are the rules. When a Pokemon faints, it's dead. I can only catch the first Hop Pokemon encounter from each route or area. No items in battle, but held items are okay. Set to battle mode. No leveling past the next gym leader's ace Pokemon until the start of that battle, and only the starter is allowed to Dynamax since that is the only Pokemon Hop Dynamaxes. Speaking of starters, the Pokemon Evolution series clearly shows Hop with the Cinderace. Thus, I pick Scorbunny and name him Green. Hop then chooses Grookey. Like, why? Are you really that surprised I knew about type advantages? You know what? I'm gonna go get my own Wooloo. It's only fair. I name her Lyra. I go shopping at the local boutique to dress more like Hop. Remember, this challenge isn't about being Hop. It's about showing this little schmuck that I can do everything he can, but better. Then on Route 2, I find a Rookidee and name her May. Hop wants to fight again to prove to his brother he's worthy of taking on the gym challenge. Unfortunately for him, Lyra, my Wooloo, has the incredible ability Fluffy, so any attack that makes contact only deals half the damage, which makes this an easy win. What? You're still giving him a letter of endorsement? Talk about nepotism. Refusing to talk to each other on the train, Hop watches the same TikTok over and over again.
I actually do cuss a little.
Leon meets up with me at Motorstoke, admitting he already likes me more than his younger brother, giving me some charcoal. I meet Team Yell and Marnie at the Badoo Inn and bowl over Hop's team again. After bullying a schoolboy, Green evolves into a Raboot, my personal favorite of all the 9 starter forms. Shortly after, May also evolves, becoming a Corvisquire. Now, I was getting cocky not having had a single hard battle at this point in the game, but then Bede freaking pulls this move on me. Yeah, Green is in trouble now, barely surviving at 2 HP. I was planning on him soloing Bede's entire team, but I can't risk my own Dynamaxable Pokemon to Gothita, so I switched in May. I tried both Pluck and Power Trip, while Gothita brings May down to 14 HP with Psybeams. I can't already lose a Pokemon before the first gym. Why did you get a minus attack nature? It looks like Pluck will be able to 2-shot, but does May live to tell the tale? Let's freaking go! I gotta make sure I'm better prepared for Bede in the future. After our most stressful battle yet, we're calmed at the sight of a Corgi Yamper on Route 4, which I catch and name Barry. But come on, another freaking attack-lowering nature? All we need, though, for the first gym is Green to show off his Dynamax fire moves. Milo, of course, didn't have a chance, resulting in giving us the Grass Badge. I then head to the nursery on Route 5 to adopt this Toxel that apparently they don't want. Unfortunately, Hop never evolved his Toxel, so I can't either. So here's a quick tribute to end the Toxel. Team Yell is next on the hit list, which Green handles easily, and that means I get this cool Rotom bike. Hop also gets rolled over by Green's flame charges, and we can now arrive at Holbury, where Oleana clears out the paparazzi.
All right, get lost, all of you. You're fired. Go on, scram. Get out of here, you moochers.
You know what? Yeah.
Except you stay.
I go tell Nessa to get back to work. I shake a few trees, I evolve Lyra into a Double, and it's gym leader time. What? Andrew, why did you send in a fire type? Just watch. Green starts off with agility, doubling his speed, then is hit by a horn attack. I then Dynamax Green to double his HP from the water attacks. On top of that, I had him hold a Pasho Berry, which cuts in half the damage from a super effective water pulse. But that didn't save us from getting confused. I don't want Goldeen to die yet, so I Max Flare, which brings out the sun and weakens the next water pulse. Max Strike KOs the Goldeen next turn. As Nessa sends in Aerocuda, I have Green Baton Pass the increased speed stat to Lyra. Thanks to the harsh sun and leftovers, Lyra has a safety net to defense curl while Aerocuda uses Whirlpool. The residual damage actually chips the most of our HP turn after turn. After 6 turns with Lyra at 24 HP, we finally say goodbye to the fish. Nessa brings out her ace, Gigantamax Dreadnought. This monstrosity is why we had to prep our speed and defense earlier to one-hit KO the turtle with only 1 body press, securing the water badge with no fatalities. As a second reward for winning, Barry evolves into a Boltund, and I'm going to use this very good boy right away for the next speed battle. battle. Barry's new Strong Jaw ability gives a 50% boost in power to moves like Crunch, which just obliterate all of Bede's psychic types. Hop and I then team up against Team Yell, but I really just did this to flex my double next to his pathetic Wooloo. And what do you know? Another gym leader playing hooky. While Kabu gets things ready, I head to the Budu Inn for a friendly match versus Marnie. May starts things off plucking the Croagunk, but pieces out at the side of Morpeko. Lyra's fluffy ability makes the rodent's attacks barely harmful, and May comes back to finish off the Scraggy. Kabu's finally got everything ready for our gym battle, so we both send in our fire types. Green is vital to the beginning of this matchup, since his fire typing can't be burned by either Ninetales or Arcanine's Will-O-Wisps. On top of that, the Fox's quick attacks are pretty much harmless, which means Green can pull off an Agility, a Bulk Up, and then a Dynamax with the Max Knuckle twice to not only KO Ninetales, but also to increase our attack stat. Arcanine is next, which intimidates our attack stat. However, the main problem is he starts using Agility right away, hindering my speed plans. After the Max Knuckle, Green and Arcanine have an Agility face-off, resulting in both being at +6 speed. Well, that kind of ruined my plan. Since Green is holding leftovers, I go the safe route, bulking up each turn until defense is maxed out, because otherwise that Centiskorch can just rip through my team. I baton pass those stats to May, who then plucks Arcanine away and strikes with an absurdly powerful Brave Bird into Centiskorch, besting the beast, with a lot of scary recoil damage. The fire badge is ours. On my way back to the wild area, I ran into these two, and I'm honestly just shocked how Hop has even made it this far, probably using his brother's badges. Anyways, at Bridgefield, I add a Cramorant to the team named Callum, and at Giant's Mirror, find a Heatmore to which I name Lily. I'm presented with a quick tour of Hammerlock when all of a sudden, I found out all this secret info about Chairman Rose.
I know about your diabolical plan.
What? Diabolical plan? I wouldn't even know how to begin
I found a copy of it in the copier tray.
What I don't understand is how Hop lost to this Team Yell girl. She just has one life part and he's not doing a Nuzlocke. The real dice roll in Route 6 though is this Metronome lady. First Circle Fairy poison jabs, which poisons me. Not a big deal. I'll send Lily in Green's place. And just when I thought things were fine, the Clefable thunderbolts and gets the paralysis. Then she heals up with Shore Up while I can't move. So you know, I send in Barry, not to risk anything. Yeah, upon switching, she freaking gets the move Blue Flare, Reshiram's signature move. In the harsh sun, almost one-shotting my dog. I gotta calm things down with a Nuzzle, but that doesn't stop them from using Luster Purge. I can't even remember the last time I've seen Luster Purge. I swap in Callum for obvious reasons. Then the funniest thing happens. It gets a Memento, essentially killing itself. That Metronome battle was wild. I'm sweating all over just thinking about it. Hey, Leon, you got anything that can help a brother out? Oh, hey there. Us Pokemon trainers sure have some sweaty battles, so let me show you some of the things the Galar champion uses from our sponsor, Manscaped. First, we got the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner.
Have you even showered yet? Your beard is kind of flaky.
I just got up. Second, the body wash.
Can you use it right now? I really want a fresh smelling man.
Just give me a second. Third, the hydrating body spray.
Are you gonna use that, or am I the only one that's gonna have nice skin?
I promise I'll freshen up right after this. And finally, the deodorant.
Ooh, with refined cologne scent? Hubba hubba.
The Ultra Premium collection includes all of what I use along with a 3-pack of lip balm.
Oh my gosh, will the kissing finally get better?
Sonia, get out of here. Just make sure you go to manscaped.com today and get 20% off with free international shipping when you use promo code AndrewShow at checkout. That's code AndrewShow for 20% off at manscaped.com. Afterwards, I catch a silly Cobra, which is pretty much just as useless as our Toxel since Hop never evolved his. So I name him Trace, then into the box he goes. I get to Stow on side where I find out Hop wants to have a battle with his new Pokemon. Dude, why did you box Corvusquire and Wooloo? You think Silly Cobra and Toxel are gonna save you? I just cannot with this guy. Before challenging the 4th gym, I have Green evolve into a Cinderace, and I use him right away versus Alistair. If you didn't know, Yamask is a joke, but what's after him can be a literal nightmare. With weak attacks and Green holding leftovers, I have him bulk up his attack and defense until the move is disabled by Yamask. Not to worry, since I knew this would happen. I talked my Rabbit workup. Once we're at +4 attack, Yamask goes bye bye-bye with just one flame charge. Same goes for Cursula. Mimikyu lives the attack per its disguise ability, which is perfect because I needed to get Barry in with Baton Pass before facing Alistair's Gengar. Barry takes out Mimikyu with Crunch, then Alistair Gigantamaxes his Gengar. Thankfully, Barry is a naturally faster Pokemon, and with its boosted attack, strong jaw, and black glasses, Gengar is ghost busted, winning us the Ghost Gym badge. Barry is a little upset that the Gengar was just a spirit with no matter, so I took him over to B to snack on each of his Pokemon with Crunch. I checked the grass in Glenwood Tangle to find a Phantom, and man, this thing needs to learn some self-love. Stop doing that! You're gonna hurt yourself! Don't worry, buddy. You're safe with me now. I'm gonna name you Silver. One more encounter before moving on. Snorlax at Motostoke Riverbank. And yeah, I should have came for this thing later when I was at a much higher level. I tried weakening it, then threw Great Balls, Timer Balls, a Heavy Ball, but all of my team was in lethal range from critical hits. So I decided to run to keep everyone alive rather than risk it any further for the Snorlax, which is sad because it's a really good Mon. We would not have used it against Opal anyways, since Green has the Steel-type move Iron Head for all of her fairy types. Max Flare for Mawile, then some Max Steel Spikes, and a final Iron Head for Alcremie. Easy fairy badge, but I'm excited to show the strategy we're gonna use for the next gym. Time for my gym mission, child. I'm gonna have to do a lot of pivoting in this Hop battle. First, screen Oko's Trevenant with Acrobatics. Then I swap him out once Hop Snorlax arrives. I could've had you. And I'm just kidding. There's no pivoting once May's in the game. A couple iron defenses, then she squashes Hop's entire team with body presses. Later in Sirchester, Hop admits that he lost to Melanie. I knew you weren't actually beating these gyms, but can I beat Melanie with Hop's Pokemon? Let's find out. Now I'll be real with you. The real challenge is gonna be Lapras. Green is able to flame charge the Frostmoth, smack a fired up soccer ball right into Darmanitan's face, and flame charge some more into Ice Cube. That move actually does increase my speed, which is helpful because I didn't want to risk having a lower speed from the icy wind. Now it's time for the Dynamax showdown against Melanie's G-Max Lapras. I attack right away with Max Flare. Why? To get the sun up, baby, which weakens the Max Geyser. Even though the rain afterwards also weakens my Max Flare, it's still worth doing to stall out their Dynamax turns. However, the third turn, Green could potentially die from a critical hit. So I have him Max Guard, then they shrink back to their normal sizes. Obviously, I gotta get Green out of there. So in comes Callum, who takes the incoming Surf very well. I need the rain gone in case I need to safely switch in anyone else. Thus, I have Callum die for 2 turns, and he actually comes back up to the surface with an Arrokuda in his beak. He's fired upon by Icy Wind. Then... well, never mind. That does it. Ice badge is ours. Hop already wants to battle again. But let me tell you, these next few battles all go down the exact same way. Corviknight body pressed Hop's whole team. Team Yell at Route 9, body pressed. Marnie outside of Spikemuth, body pressed. Piers the 7th gym leader, body pressed. Raihan... sorry about that. The loading screen was taking forever because Raihan was on his Instagram. Anyways, the plan here is for Lyra to use Cotton Guard and May to Iron Defense, essentially to build a...
big, beautiful wall.
That gosh darn Gigalith, though, getting the critical hit body press on us. Then the Sandstorm Recoil procs Lyra's Citrus Berry. Turn 2, the plan is the same, and we take their hits well. Turn 3, Lyra is finished tanking up, so she crushes the Gigalith while May gets one more Iron Defense. Raihan throws Sandaconda into the mix, and Flygon keeps using Breaking Swipe, which we don't care about. Lyra Oko's Flygon, and May barely misses the KO on Sandaconda, who then paralyzes Lyra with Glare. The big final one is here. Gigantamax Duraludon. It immediately targets Lyra with Max Knuckle, and May just didn't have enough power to conquer the Skyscraper with her body press. Sandaconda glares at May. Duraludon Max Knuckles again, and Sandaconda chomps at May with Fire Fang. Lyra knocks down the G-Max Mon, bringing the end of the battle in sight, while May is flinched. Just to be safe, I replace Lyra with Callum, who flies right over the Earth Power, and then he seals us the win with Scald, winning us the final gym badge. Sonia and Professor Magnolia greet me outside to congratulate me on my success. Sonia is then granted a degree and becomes a professor? What? You just took a field trip through Galar and you think that's enough education to become a professor? Is Magnolia the same person that gave Dr. Mario a degree? On the train ride to Winden, I make my rules very clear to Hop.
First rule, no talking.
Does that mean...
The Players' Cup semifinals begins, and don't take long at all, honestly. We faced Marnie and Hop before, and the strategy was Lyra using Cotton Guard to +6 defense, baton pass to May, then body press their teams. Leon celebrates, finally disowning his brother, and takes me by his side instead. Yes! 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 Oh, oops. Looks like I angered Oleana a bit too much with my own evilness. Green, you know what to do. Aim, fire. My Lodic is next, so I bring out Trevenant.
What?
Oh yeah, forgot to explain before this battle. I hit up my buddy Keegan J. Go check him out. To help me with the trade back for silver to become a Trevenant. Did that just for Oleana's Milotic. Salazzle is her third Mon, so I keep the switching game going with Callum taking a dive to knock out the lizard. Serena is her penultimate Mon, so Green, get back in here and do your thing. All she has left is garbage. Literally, a big heap of trash. The Max Quake was predictable, which is why I brought in May to fly right over it, then stall out with Iron Defense, Leftovers, and Protect, then drill pack the junk to 0 HP. Leon and Rose are found brooding atop the tower, so I'm just gonna leave them be. The Champions Cup sounds way more exciting anyways. That is, until Beat crashes the party. Where is the security? Why are they just letting this happen? Fine, I'll take care of him. This isn't much different than the Opal gym battle. The main difference is Lyra taking the lead for the Intimidate, from Mawile, then swapping in Green, then it's Pyro Ball, Iron Head, and Max Steel Spike. Now let's have the real Champions Cup begin. First with Nessa. Barry the Bolton is going to make this a lot easier for us, and I'm going to make sure it goes smoothly by having him hold a wide lens, an item that will make sure Thunderfang does not miss. As Galissopod emergency exits, Barraskewda arrives with an incredible speed stat. However, before the Champions Cup, I fed Barry enough carbos to give him just enough speed to attack first. He cleanly sweeps through most of Nessa's water types, but against Dreadnought, there's no way Barry can OHKO with the double HP it gets from Dynamax. The mission is to stall here with Protect, then a couple substitutes. The Sandstorm from Max Rockfall made things close, getting Barry down to 10 HP. Of course, when the Dynamax is over, I bring in Fluffy Lyra. She's only able to attack once while being attacked twice and is slowed down from the Rock Tomb, so I have May come in to finish things off with the Turtle. The next fight with Alistair is the easiest of the Champions Cup. This time, Barry is equipped with a Choice Band, an item that boosts physical attacks by 50%. This stacked with Strong Jaw and the proteins I fed him earlier, which increases the attack stat if you don't know, make this an easy GG, one-hit KOing every single one of Alistair's Mons, including the G-Max Gengar. Right before Raihan, I decided to give Lily a turn with the Choice Band. She's honestly my best shot versus Torkoal. Not only is Dig super effective, but it also stalls out the Sun turns. Lily won't be in battle for as long as I planned though. Torkoal was able to yawn, which would mean Lily would just fall asleep underground. So I give Green a shot at the Turtle. Looks weird in the sun, but Pyro Ball was my best option. Raihan heals up Torkoal, which puts Green in a bad spot, not being able to live another hit. I go back to the original strategy with Lily, digging again, but once again, there's the yawn. This time I go with Callum, who resists the incoming body press. Just one surf will do it, and that's goodbye to the obnoxious Torkoal. Goodra is a big yikes to see though. I immediately swap in Silver for his place, easily tanking the Thunder. While Goodra sets up the rain and surfs, I have Silver Phantom Force a couple times, taking out the Goodra. With Turtonator next, I bring back in Callum, who gets a free switch in since Raihan failed his Shell Trap. After a surf, Turtonator Dragon Pulses, but Callum is super safe thanks to the Assault Vest item, boosting his special defense. One more surf and... With Flygon now here being a physical attacker with no fire moves, Lyra can come in and do her thing with Fluffy, Cotton Guard, and Leftovers. After a few Earthquakes, it's Lyra's turn to attack with Body Press, demolishing the Flygon. When G-Max Duraludon arrives, Lyra passes the defense boost to May, just to not risk any critical super effective Max Knuckles. Just one Body Press is needed, and that's lights out for the Skyscraper, winning our battle against Raihan. Rose reveals that he's mad at Leon for not listening to him. So what does he do? Oh, you know, almost blows up a 10-year-old with a freaking power beam. So naturally, I want my revenge. Lyra, you know what to do. Too bad I can't do that to Eternatus, but I think Callum's got a solid chance. He's still holding the Assault Vest. However, Eternatus is faster, and we each need 3 attacks to KO each other. Thankfully, the Eternatus AI is dumb. It used Flamethrower twice. Callum should not have won, but we take those. It gets better. Eternamax never, not once, targeted me. As for the other Hop, yeah, double is a goner. Sorry, Hop. I'm just better than you in every way. The Leon battle is right around the corner, but in a challenge where I I play as Hop, we're gonna have to go post-game to face Hop alongside a Zacian. So if I can get through this fight with minimal casualties, we still have a bit of content to go. All right, Leon, let's do this. Time for Better Hop to take the champion title. I send Lily first against Leon's Aegislash because Lily's special attack won't be affected by King's Shield. When I'm able to attack, so is Aegislash, which means I have Lily protect every other turn to heal from leftovers when she can. We go back and forth with our own versions of protect on off turns. So it takes a while for a flamethrower to hit, but eventually it does. Haxorus enters the fray with blood in his eyes to get vengeance for his friend. Too bad, buddy. May comes in and dodges the earthquake. They start to outrage, which isn't very effective, so I take this time to set up a reflect, which will last 8 turns as opposed to the standard 5 turns because of the held item Light Clay. I don't use Light Screen until after a couple Iron Heads since the rest of Leon's team are special attackers. Haxorus is defeated and now Dragapult is here. Barry tags in for May and hardly feels the flamethrower thanks to his Assault Vest and the Light Screen. Barry and the Dragapult use Crunch and Shadow Ball, respectively, until the Shadow Dragon is knocked out. Looks like Leon must have misclicked or something because why would you send out Inteleon to face an electric type? Well, Thunderfang it is. Sayonara, James Bond the Chameleon. Now, even though Barry could take on the Mr. Rhyme, I need to be ready for Charizard. But man, was I not ready for Mr. Rhyme to be this annoying. I would shift in green, then they would Teeter Dance, confusing me. Well, I'm not going to take that risk, so I swap in for Lily, who gets smacked by Psychic. Let's try green again. Are you freaking kidding me? Teeter Dance again? Lily, come back out. Switch again, and this time Mr. Rhyme used a Psychic when we brought in green. And oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. That allows for Mr. Rhyme to Teeter Dance again. I hate to say it, but it's time to sack someone. I hate to see Silver be the one. He wasn't on the team long, but his contributions, including his death, will definitely be remembered in my heart. Green can now switch it safely for another chance of Pyro Ball, and whoop-de-doo, the fired up Soccer Ball melts the Monopoly Man. Leon, let's Dynamax our Pokemon. Let's get this over with. I was feeling all confident with my Max Airstream, but I totally forgot that his Charizard had Max Rockfall. Ah, freak. I should have Max Guarded the first turn. I, of course, do so the second turn, but the third turn, I have Green Peace out because I need his Dynamax ability for the post game. I figured Barry would have the best chance with the Assault Vest, and looks like I was right. Barely, though. With Charizard in his base form, I switch in Callum, who comfortably takes in the Fire Blast. Callum is holding the Choice Scarf, which increases his speed enough to act first with Dive, making the Ancient Power miss. Callum strikes, and bam! Charizard is defeated. Leon is no longer undefeated, and Hop's team has proven to be worthy to be called the Galar Champions. But wait, there's more. I'm not going to go over this Hop battle, since you can probably guess how these things go by now, but I also want to hype him up as the final boss with Zacian, along with all setup moves being banned. For now, though, we gotta face Swordward and Shieldbert. Like, really, that's their names. If you've ever wondered where the budget went in this game, it all went into the hair jiggle physics. I have the honor, if you even want to call it that, of battling Shieldbert. Green is just a boss here. Acrobatics one-shot Surfetched, but barely misses the KO versus Phalanx. We're hit hard by close combat, then defeat the troops. I'm not going to risk a Pyro Ball miss here, so I have May take care of Kling Kling and Bronzong with body presses. Whoa, dude, your eyes. Chill out. Too bad Lesser Hop wasn't able to beat the other brother. They explained to us how Zacian and Zamazenta are wrongfully taking credit for stopping Darkest Day from way in the past. Then they skedaddle. I stopped by the lab to touch base with Sonia, since the power spots have been acting up, and now she's got an assistant? I really haven't been doing all that much. Doesn't that sound a little sus, Sonia? Anyways, I go meet up with Milo, Piers, and Hop at Turffield Stadium, where they explain to me that there's an out-of-control Dynamax Pokemon. Well, let's go stop it, oh. Dim legs. This is going to be the easiest of the bunch since I have teammates and a Dynamaxed fire type. Of course, these two are behind all of this, so now I have to go stop all the other wild Dynamaxed Pokemon. The Gyarados at Holbury wasn't too bad since Hop Dynamaxed his Rillaboom while I had Lyra tank physical attacks with Cotton Guard. At Motostoke, once I summoned the Rain with Callum, things weren't so bad against Torkoal. Back at the lab, we have to battle those weirdos again, this time in a double battle. It was relatively simple since we had the power of double on our side, but I'm not going to go into into further detail with these battles. They're repetitive and they just go down the same way as my first battle with Shieldbert did. Needless to say, we won with no deaths. However, that victory didn't save us from the betrayal of Sonia's assistant. She hands over all the wishing stars to the brothers and states it was all part of the plan to put the royal lineage back in control of Galar. This means more Dynamax Pokemon need to be stopped. Dusknoir is at Stow on side, and this battle really caught me off guard because I had no idea I would have no teammates to help. I stuck with Lyra using Payback since Dusknoir's Earthquake was a threat to Green, and its Thunder Punch would be bad for May. Unfortunately, the Dusknoir can just eliminate my raised defensive stats. Eventually, I have to switch, so I give May a try, but man, does that Max Lightning hurt! I send in Green, since he can at least Dynamax to double his bulk, which helps him survive the Max Quake and finish the Ghost off with a Max Flare. Over at Balanlia, Bede wants to rematch since he already quieted the Dynamax Pokemon there, and I give it to him. I give it to him hard! Get out of here, son! Sir Chester's another easy one since Green can OHKO the Frostlass with the Max Flare. I'm nervous for Hammerlock, where there's a Haxorus with Earthquake. I start spamming Max Steel Spike, increasing my defense in preparation for the Max Quake. But lucky for me, it only did dragon attacks. We then head to the basement of Hammerlock Stadium and what? Shieldbert actually has followers? Perfect time to embarrass him by kicking his trash in a Pokemon battle. Seems like we're just a little too late. Swordward has caused Zacian to become a Super Saiyan and not the good kind.
I have now reached Super Saiyan Rose.
I have to battle Zacian to ensure it doesn't harm Swordward. Wait a minute. Why am I protecting him? Anyway, Zacian gets an attack boost when the fight begins, but essentially May does too with the Choice Band. Thank goodness Zacian used Iron Head for whatever reason, because after our own Iron Head, we can see how much damage a Sacred Sword can do. May Iron Head again and wins. Zamazenta chases off Zacian while Hop follows its trail to catch it for himself. I then am forced to catch Zamazenta, and of course, we're not going to use it. We don't need assistance from a legendary like the lesser Hop does. Back at the Slumbering Weld once more, Hop challenges me to one more battle, this time with Zacian, the true final boss of this Nuzlocke. I'm not allowing for any non-damaging moves to be used, and of course when I say that, Hop uses freaking Cotton Guard. I'm still able to body press, just can't boost it. Hop slams us with Double Edge, which does little to nothing, especially since we have leftovers. And right when Double was gonna faint, he freaking heals it. So some back and forth later, actually quite a bit, May comes out on top. Hop sends Pincurchin next, and I totally forgot to get that bugger for myself. I have made body press once, but I don't like that damage from Zingzap, so I swap in Berry to resist it. One crunch is adios to Pincurchin. I see Snorlax next, which means Berry's gonna dip out for Lyra to take the Earthquake next. Lyra starts headbutting, getting a flinch, which is cool, and Snorlax mixes it up with Hammer Arm and Earthquake. They were able to chip Lyra down to yellow HP before Snorlax fainted. Hop summons his starter, Rillaboom. I headbutt, they flinch. Cool. Next time, they are able to attack with drum beating, making Lyra now slower than their monkey. Lyra was so close to getting the KO, but fell to the grass monkey. Lyra carried her weight this run and will be remembered. Berry, Fire Fang! Now Fire Fang the Corviknight! One more time! There it is, the final boss, Zacian crowned form, with the immediate attack boost. It goes in hard, knocking out Berry with close combat. Thank you for your service, Berry. Your impeccable speed was crucial in this run. Can my own starter, Green, end the Nuzlocke for us? Can he live an attack from a legendary? Let's go, baby! Green lands the Pyro Ball attack, incinerating the legendary Doggo, winning us the hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Shield playing as Hop. Well, I gotta say, Hop actually has some fantastic Pokemon. You just actually have to be a good Pokemon trainer with some common battle sense. If you want to see something similar, go check out the Nuzlocke where I played as Leon. Please like the video and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me, and it really does help out the channel. You all have a good one. Thanks.